Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, today I'm going to be discussing Saturn in the birth chart and how Saturn can signify the relationship between the father and their child, or the relationship between siblings. So, in Vedic astrology, Saturn's relationship is very, very impactful because Saturn is the planet that teaches, and it teaches in a way that you are able to use the lessons for a lifetime. So this is usually coming under the father archetype or the mother archetype. Okay, one of the creators of the native tends to be the Saturn figure in that person's natal chart. And I want you to take a look at your Saturn placement in your chart and see, first of all, what elemental property is your Saturn in, because that will tell you just a lot about how your father gave you love, attention, guidance, and taught you about how the world really is, right? And then you want to also look at now the sign that your Saturn is in, because now that is going to tell you now how, okay? Because it could be in a water sign, and in the water sign that it's in will kind of tell you how that water sign was then used, how the energy was used to teach you. And then you want to also look at the degree point that your Saturn is in. Even if you don't know your time of birth, you can still know the degree point because the degrees change very slowly. So you'll still know the degree. The degree will tell you basically the path that your Saturn is taking, the energetic frequency that your Saturn energy was born on in terms of a numerology perspective. So I want you to look at that number and try to search to see what you can get for that number in terms of numerology or life path numbers or whatever your belief system is in terms of the numbers realm. Now, I want you to also look at the aspects that your Saturn is making. What planets are talking to your Saturn? Are personal planets talking to your Saturn? Are outer planets talking to your Saturn? That will kind of let you know the relationship that you have with your father, mother, or the caretaker that was in your life, because that Saturn is really teaching you a lot, right? Then Saturn looks at the relationship that we have with our siblings. So if you don't have siblings, it would be other people that was basically in the house with you growing up that was either around the same age as you. So whoever was an authority to you was an authority to them as well. So this can be family members, but specifically siblings. So if you have half siblings, if you have full siblings, even if you have siblings that live in other parts of the world, other parts of town, or in a different region, even if they're not even alive, if they're older than you, if they're younger than you, if they have different parents, another parent than you, you're going to take all of that into perspective because it really teaches you how your relationship dynamic also may play out with your siblings. And now in astrology, Saturn is known mythologically as Kronos. And this is a king that basically ate his children in fear of his children taking over his throne when the children got older. So in order to secure his rule of power and control over his kingdom, he decided that he would eat every newborn child that his wife basically gave birth to due to a prophecy that was told to him. So the prophecy said that there would be a child of his that would be born that would overthrow him. So because of that fear, he ate his own children. So he swallowed them, actually. And the only one that escaped was Jupiter, which was Zeus. Hence why Zeus is the benefic. He's the enlightened one. But okay, so we're also talking about the dynamic of the fact that Zeus ate Poseidon, which is Neptune, He ate Sirius, the asteroid of health, of harvest. He ate Vista. Another asteroid. He ate Poseidon. He didn't eat Jupiter. He ate Pluto, which is Hades in mythology. So the only one of the 6 children that did not get eaten was Jupiter, like I said. So Jupiter got to escape the wrath of his father. So when you look at the relationship between you and your siblings, even in the chart as you're looking at aspects, are you Jupiter dominant in your birth chart? If you are, then you're probably one of the siblings that escaped your father's wrath. So this is how you look at it. Are you Pluto dominant? Then that means you were taken in the belly of your father. Are you Poseidon, Neptune, also swallowed, Sirius figures, strong Vista figures, those kind of energies, if you notice that you have them strong in your chart, or those asteroids are conjuncting personal planets or things like that, that's what's really going to help you understand. So when you're looking at Saturn in a chart, it's really going to help you to see your fear, your limitation, also from the adults and the guardians, the father, the mother, the caregiver, or the guardian that was in your life, and what they placed on you. And that's how your Saturn is then crystallized, and then you go out into the world. And you're kind of like dealing with all of that until the age of 29, 30, and then you're kind of breaking out of it into your 30s. So check your Saturn out. Check all those things I told you to do, and you will find out a lot of clues about even the family psychology behind your upbringing in a lot of ways. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll just talk to you guys in the next video.